Switch off the plug in the kitchen after 1 hour.
I set the kitchen plug to turn off at 9:33 p.m. today.
I am an Apple ecosystem convict, and one of the biggest challenges that I have to face while being in India and being in the Apple ecosystem is to find good devices, smart home devices that work natively with the Apple HomeKit. I made a video a couple of months back about how can you connect your non-Apple HomeKit devices that don't support Apple HomeKit natively to Siri through Siri's shortcuts. If you haven't checked that video out, make sure that you check it out right now. Once you've done that, come back here and we're going to be talking about this little guy. This is a device by a company called Wozart. Thank you so much, Wozart, for sending this device to me for a review. I have been using this device for about 2 weeks now, and I would be doing a long-term review after some time when I have had the chance to use this device for a longer period of time. Now, the first impressions of the device were absolutely amazing because the packaging that the box comes in, just like every other Apple product that you would have in your Apple ecosystem, this starts giving you the experience of the product right from the unboxing. It comes in a black Wozart box that you just need to take the tape out from, and then you open the box and you get this device inside the box along with a little bit of documentation here and there. This particular smart plug comes in two variants. One is the 10 ampere variant and the other one is the 16 ampere variant. The 10 ampere variant is traditionally used for smaller appliances like your television or your laptop or your computer or a mosquito repellent or stuff like that. But the larger 16 ampere devices are used for traditionally speaking bigger appliances like your washing machine or your refrigerator or fridge, whatever you would like to call it, your geyser or geyser, what have you. The only downside of having a 16 ampere plug in the house is that it only goes in the 16 ampere plug points. So the plug point has to be bigger. The kind of plugs that you get where you put your geyser in, it cannot be smaller, so you cannot put this in a smaller wall socket. Having said that, this plug does support both kinds of devices. So if you have this in a plug somewhere in the bigger switch box, in the bigger wall socket, then you will be able to use it with both kinds of appliances. So you can use it for larger appliances like your washing machine, and you can use it for smaller appliances like your mosquito repellent. Since this is an Apple HomeKit certified product, the easiest way to set this up in your Apple ecosystem is basically to scan this little guy. But the only downside that I have of this little guy is that, well, the scanner is underneath it. So if you have this in a wall socket, you will have to go under the device to scan it after it's already in the wall socket. So pro tip, scan this first, open the Apple Home app, tap on the plus on the top left corner, tap on add accessory. It will give you an option to scan this little QR code. So you scan this code, then put it in the wall socket, turn it on. It will go into pairing mode. The light on this device will start flashing with the Wozart symbol, which you can't see right now because, well, it's not lit. So once it's in the pairing mode, tap on the add accessory button that is showing on the prompt on your Apple Home app, and you should be able to add this device in a matter of seconds. Once it's added, you can control it through the Apple Home app, you can control it through Siri, you can control it through your HomePods, well, through Siri on the HomePods, and you can make it part of your Apple ecosystem. Siri, switch on the plug in the kitchen.
Okay, the kitchen plug is on.
Siri, switch off the plug in the kitchen.
Okay, the kitchen plug is off.
Switch off everything in the kitchen.
Okay, the kitchen accessories are all off.
Switch off the plug in the kitchen after 1 hour.
I set the kitchen plug to turn off at 9:33 p.m. today.
Now, why is it such a big deal? Why do people really love having native Apple HomeKit support on their smart devices? Well, it's not just because you can control it through the app, but you can also control it through the operating system. So in the control center, you would be able to find this device if it's being frequently used. You even have the option to open the Apple Home control center from the control center, and you will be able to control your devices from that subsection as well. The Apple Home app also provides you a lot of features right out of the box for stuff like this, and that is why these devices are a little bit higher in price, a little bit costlier when you compare them to other devices like, I don't know, from Wipro or Homemade or stuff like that, which don't offer native HomeKit support. And if you have the means, if you know how to do it, you can still make them work with Apple's HomeKit, but then it's a little bit extra effort, it's a little bit extra money, it's a little bit extra tech savviness. If you're not ready for that, now this particular device, it kind of, like I like it because of how it looks. So when compared to other devices like Wipro or Homemade, I find this device a little bit better looking. It comes with a dual color scheme, so you've got the white on the sides of the device and black on the front of the device. The front is a little bit glossy, it has a glossy finish, and the sides have a little bit of matte finish. And it just looks good, it feels good in the socket, is what I'm trying to say. It is a pleasure to be looking at it, but it's not the requirement for everyone. But if you're one of those people, if you like good looking stuff in your house, go for it. It's worth the money, and it provides the native Apple HomeKit support, which is pretty tough to come by at this price. So you can find this device on Wozart's website, you can find it on Amazon. If you're trying to purchase this from Amazon, I will be leaving a link in the description down below of this device, along with some other links of all these smart home devices that I have been trying in India, which either come with Apple HomeKit native support, or can be connected to Siri through shortcuts, or can be connected to Apple ecosystem or the Apple HomeKit through HomeBridge. If you use those links in the description below, then I will be getting a very small percentage of that purchase through affiliation, and that helps me keep this channel alive. If you want to purchase it through Wozart's website, then I will be leaving a coupon code in the description down below, using which you can get about 20% off on your purchase. So if you're looking to try a new device and you want 20% off, go click some buttons. Thank you so much for watching this video. If this video helped you out, then please make sure that you click on the like button and you share this video with your automation happy friends who would be happy to see this video. If you want to stay on top of all the content that I post about the Apple ecosystem or any tech stuff out there, then make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you get to know the moment I post it. This was Sahil Baba. Have a good day.